What up, what up? Snugs, good to see you. Briar, hello. Thank you for coming. Slightly different deck list. I'm trying a couple things. I reviewed the... You're stealing my viewers. I'm cannibalizing the Discord, I'm sorry. I've been reviewing deck lists from some of the regionals that are coming out, and a couple really interesting things stuck out to me. One, there were a decent number of decks just maining 6 Mulches. I wanted to try that. 2 was Imperm and Mourner being around. We also play harder into Fua with Chalice Slime, which I do like, by the way. I've been trying it, and so Aaron does seem good. So we're going to try him in the main again. We're on a higher card count, which I like. Incantations. I didn't come up with it. Leopard random in his cool 60 card deck. We're not doing that because I don't have the extra deck space for Super Poly, because I think Fiendsmith is the way when Droll is such a threat, but we have a God Hand as well. I think the play is to start Ogdoadic because, as is Cursed Seal. Yep, I saw that too. Getting ashed here. I've begun working on... That's nice that Manju can search the Chalice Slime, honestly. I don't know when you would ever do that. Okay, I had a feeling they had that. Summon our Saji. And now they are -2, and we have full combo. We've already normaled, so we want to add this. Take 8, summon from grave. I guess we could have gone the Aramasa. That would have been fine too. I believe they ultimately do the same thing though. Summon from our hand, get the Naya to grave since we already have 2 4s. There's my Kusanagi. Curse Seal seems good. I really, really respect the MST deck. I think it's very, very formidable. And so I want to be representing counters to it. I think going first, we kind of auto-win. I'm speaking a little bit of hyperbole there, but I think we are very strong going first into almost all the decks. The pumpkin cards just revived my interest in Yu-Gi-Oh! I saw that. I saw the Discord was kind of buzzing about those. They seem interesting. Grab our mirror here. Give me the rundown. I know Triff was being a goober about them, so that was good to see. Balance is restored. Are they really the next Mitsurugi? Is this seems like cope to me, but surely they're not that good. They do zombie lock, right? I do like a pumpkin archetype. That is very funny. We cooked up some heat in the voice chat. Oh, really? We're gonna get it in the Mikanko stream with the new cards. I would definitely like to play Mikanko again. I like that deck a lot. It's just, it doesn't do anything right now. When did the new cards come out? They set 3 Call of the Haunted? That was a long time ago. I do like Mikanko, so I appreciate the deep cut. We could go... Send... No, it really has to be the Night Sword, doesn't it? I was thinking maybe the Aramasa, but no, then we would be short a 4 for the Caesar. Nice, a good use for this Perulia once again. I'm very excited though. I've got the replays recorded. I did also mess around with some Slicer stuff, and so I did decide that Slicer ultimately is actually pretty good, I think, but kind of does the same thing we're already doing, in my opinion, and so I just didn't end up ultimately sticking with it. We don't know what our opponent's on. Duster seems safe. We could even go, like, big on hand trap, keep in the imperms, put in some nibs, and just go, like, blowout on this stuff. And then maybe, like, something like this. I don't hate that. I definitely have to figure out siding patterns. I'm not positive on the nib. The cards that zombie lock you were optionally played. I have no idea how to stop this deck. Pumpkin only locks into zombies from hand or graveyard. Ah, that's cool. Obviously, the deck's not solved because it was revealed today, but there's a lot of starters that don't use a normal summon. That's kind of like zombies' claim to fame, right? They're just good at that. I can't wait for Mikanko support. It's a shame it's during Draco Tail format. Yeah, I'm curious to see what it'll accomplish. Add an Elf Note card. I was too slow to type Imperm Lucina. Is that the red? Lucina searches a monster. I mean, if spec 1 from your hand or graveyard, then decrease. Also, not spec. This seems pretty good too. Do we stop this instead? I plan to play Mikanko at my next regional. That's awesome, Briar. Do you have a list in mind for the new stuff? I really haven't been testing new cards since Omega doesn't make it as easy as EDO used to. Is this a good Imperm? It stops the Crystal Wing. That is a card I don't want to see, so... I see, they would just revive the one. Tuner. Yeah. Talent seems good versus them, though. They're going to use a lot of monster effects. They have access to their trap, which is pretty brutal. If we see another starter, we're in pretty good shape. Mikanko is really fun. I liked the going first combo builds that kind of ended on the Mikanko trap and the... Oh, well, so much for the Crystal Wing, but they had to invest more into it. Tenia. They have cool arts. I like this archetype. Ah. Now we're in trouble. They're just going to play forever. I've kind of just been playing what the OCG has developed. I wish we still had OSS so I could do Infernoble. Yeah, Infernoble was really cool. I like that they have warriors. I want to play Mikanko for the UK Open, but Draco Tail has too much non-targeting. Oh, yeah, non-targeting, non-destruction removal. The two things Draco Tail, or Mikanko, is really good at. We're cooked. I might as well hang around, right? Learn the deck. Now we're super dead. Why don't we just go to game 3? We all have busy things. We have lives. Wives to get home to at the end of the day. Don't need this. Droll seems pretty good. These cards seem pretty good. Called by is great. Anti-spell is pretty good. Maybe go something like this. Droplet is not great, but is kind of good with the seals. But maybe we go something like... I don't even have to cut all that many, to be honest. Anti-spell for sure. Okay. There we go. This does cut down our spell number, but we're able to search and recur spells pretty easily. Maybe because of that, the play is to do this, keep the imperms out, keep our spell count a decent number. Yeah, I think that's all right. Draco Tail is so annoying for my dancing girls. I'm glad Mikanko got reprints so that it's not so expensive. Not that it was horrible, but I think I paid like $10 for my Ohime. And they got an upgrade too. It wasn't even a downgrade, which is nice. That's pretty bad. That just dies to an Ash Blossom, but what can you do? If there's a Droll here, then Habakiri is the wrong play and we just lose. If we go Murakumo and we go... how do we get through this? Well, we have Ritual in hand, and we have Droll. The new set has Dominus reprints. That is really cool. We're going to go for this because we have the Ritual Spell, the Curse, and the Droll. Okay. So, we're going to go Summon from hand. Kusanagi, Knight Sword. I'm not exactly sure what board we're going to build here. I guess we can go like Caesar. Yeah, 2/4s, Caesar, Mura. It's not amazing. We could even hold the ritual, to be honest. I'm fully prepared for an impulse hit if they're reprinting it to death. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. I'm really hoping for that with the Sanctifier. I hate that card. I think the negate... I think the Caesar is just good enough. We could go for a Link 2 instead. I think the Caesar is less flexible, but it is pretty defensible because we have the Curse Seal, and this is just a spell. Yeah, it doesn't matter, normal spell, whatever. I guess the Murakumo at least threatens the hand rip, and that could be relevant. It also gets it in circulation. Caesar doesn't stop the trap or the continuous spell. Yeah, that's true. But it might be able to stop them getting there. Here's the plan. We're just going to stay like this. We're going to keep the ritual in hand for the spell discard. They're getting drolled right back. We're going to keep the spell discard, and then we're going to use this droplet to help us get out of other things. Place one from your deck face up on the field. Go off, King. The spell searches, right? So, do I let this resolve? Or do I droplet here? I think maybe the spell summons. Okay. Oh, sure. So the spell we're fine with. The Caesar deals with the spell. Add a White Woods spell. This is fine. We want them to search. What a fun card. Thank goodness this card stayed legal. I didn't get to play. They might not get to play. The Droll should cut off the White Forest pretty handily. This deck likes to search a lot. Caesar can't negate spell effects, just the cards. Oh, I see. Spec 1 from your deck in defense. This also only stops card activation and not effect activation, I have learned. I also found out this is not the first art. This is not the official art of the card. This can only bounce leveled monsters, which we actually don't care about right now. This is the same on the field and in the hand for us. Place one Elf Notes trap. Okay. So, here's where things get tough. Droplet Fortuna. That's what I was thinking too. It's a little weird. Arabesque Bounce Caesar was my favorite play. Don't let them get the trap. Yeah, the trap negates. So we're sending the monster. We have to keep the spell, I think. We'll negate this. And we just gotta hope Caesar and a dream. Caesar and a spell negate. They have 3 cards left. They have a level 10 Synchro being represented here. So they could just make something and beat over him, I think. But I don't know what they could make, to be honest. I like Cheng Ying, but I doubt they play that. It seems so low value. I'm being targeted. Yeah, Chaos Angel. My back row. And then they just beat over the Caesar and we lose. Or this might really be it. We'll see. Battle phase. Was this made with light and dark? With light. Unaffected by activated monster effects. Okay, that really was a pass. What can we do here? We can really just bring back the Engraver and then that's it, right? We just lose. Nice. Good top deck. There might just be some ratio work that needs to be done here as well. Just draw Murakumo, just draw Futsu, just draw Prayers or Aramasa. We had a lot of good outs there. We had, I think, favorable draw odds there. Pre-prep, Chalice Slime. Although Chalice Slime would have been a little awkward to get off the field. But I mean, a starter is a starter. And Mitsurugi is very good at playing out of the main deck, but oh well. Sometimes you get drolled, and I mean, the game just ends there. Honestly, pretty good hand. Depends on what they're on. If they're on Dracotale, it's pretty rough. I don't know what that could be, to be honest. Ah, Regenesis. Very annoying, but I don't actually think very good. We're passing on this. What does this card do? Tribute this card, target a monster potential return to the hand. Is this good? They have no search target for Unicorn? I guess it's a birth in the hand. So Peeps ended stream without doing the viewer duels. Did he say he was doing viewer duels? Do we need the curse? I don't know that we do. So we could just go normal summon. And then we could droplet. Because we don't want to use this Ash, is the thing. As a normal summon. Wait. No. We don't mind that. Yeah. We'll go for the curse. He usually does if he's testing a new deck on Dueling Book. Yeah. Iceman is here. We're getting ashed. That is fine. Look at our extra. We could send 2 here. We could go like send. Because if they stop our... If they stop our Haba, we're dead anyway. They just will be able to deal with us, so... This is the position you put me in, Eraz. So we just heard him yap for an hour for nothing. Oh, we're actually getting drolled. We could go search special. We can get a Caesar, basically. I think that'll just have to be good enough. His name is Rice in Spanish. I actually really like Kusanagi here. It does kind of mess up our plays, but it gives us some kind of survivability into the opponent's turn. It's a shame the Engraver's our last card, but that seems quite fitting. We have so many one-ofs that we're just kind of bound to have something annoying. They have another thing. Yeah, I think the Caesar just is the right call. More total cards. I wish we had 1 fewer cards here. Fraudsmith at it again. I guess we could have not picked up the Prayers to wipe their 2 dudes. They're going to get to keep 1. You can only special. You can tribute this card, target 1 monster potential return to the hand. So we actually have to kill this, I feel like. I'm glad we stopped the Unicorn at least. They have something. I don't know what. I was like, wait, why is my deck not popping up? It does make me wonder. Engraver is like pretty solid. I wish the Agnum Day engine was a little smaller because we need at least, is it 3 more slots or is it only 2 for, is it, because you need You want the sequence, right? Or is Agnum Dei Caesar good enough? Because Agnum Dei is like 18, and then you get like 12 plus, what, 28? So it's like 50-ish damage. Oh, this thing's so small. I wish it was bigger. The monster sent to the graveyard activate a Carter effect. This thing's actually good, too. I should, like, try to build around that effect, honestly. I wish this thing was bigger so we could go in for the double kill, but we weren't able to put up enough attack points through Droll, Ash, Droplet ourselves. I guess SP would kill both of them. Caesar wouldn't stop a Fenrir. They probably have Birth in hand. Otherwise, I just don't know why. Unless they play... Deck doesn't OTK through full board. Through Droll Ash, deck is horrible. I mean, kinda, right? I almost want to go SP, kill both of these. And then we have, like, decent survivability. We just get rid of whatever he goes for. But actually, I think we're just going to bank on this unicorn not representing a real threat from them. They might have Nib, I guess. If they did, SP Banish Regenesis, I think would be the play. I thought about that. I think we're just going to beat over the Regenesis because I don't think I care about this unicorn. They didn't search with it. I don't know if they thought that would work. But I knew they would do that. And so that's why. He comes back. How does it summon itself? If a monster, you can spec this card from your hand. I mean, okay, that's fair. I didn't know that. You want me to know what every single card in the game does? For real? Oh, wait, another Droll. Like, I don't know what you want from me, team. I just don't know what every single card does. What is the play? We just went Typhon, which is super lame. They must not have access to a guy. Is he doesn't know what the deck from over a year ago does. It's not even Rogue. Come on now. Like, that is just not accurate. We can take 29. There's no real reason to give up the body to this. We can out it with the... Oh, no, we can't out it with the Engraver. We have no revive target. Do I want to get a guy back with this Prayers? We can't tribute, but we could go like... No, I think it's just more valuable to see what we get and pair it. Okay. Manju is pretty good. Typhon's annoying, but doesn't actually stop us, really. SP could have dodged this. And we know they have a Regenesis guy in hand. We're adding a card, so we want a Ritual, although that's really annoying. We can't activate this one. So... what do I want here? We can't use any 3k effects anywhere. Neither we can activate the effects of... Yeah. It's not just on the field, so I do need to be a little careful. If we go, like, Ritual... Oh, this is tough. This gets us a monster. What is the play? We go 2 guys, a kid and a 0. I think we have to battle over this, to be honest. I have to watch my timer. Spec Regenesis from your deck. Sure. You can spec this card. You can summon another card from your hand or field, negate the effect. Okay. We're just gonna have to do our best. I think we're gonna lose just because we went second into Droll Ash. I really wish this card got banned. That is not what I thought would happen. Okay. We could go like Tribute, Search, Spec. Oh, this sucks. Do we tribute a reptile? If we don't, revive a guy. This is fine. Add, no. Spec, yes. Effect. Target a card. Ugh. Sorry, that's probably a punt. I just don't know what the right pick is there. What, like... Dugaris to draw? That seems awful. Go like Echidna, zero this. Search a guy because we can. We are rep locked. What does Gorgon say? Original attack. Effect. Aaron's not horrible there. We've still got Daybreak in our deck. We've still got Snapper, so this actually gets us access to some beaters and Lizardos. Haggard, yeah, Haggard and Prey is what I think we're going to be headed toward. Gives us access to Night Sword. So this at least develops something. What is... Okay. During your end phase of this card, because we sent it this turn, add it to hand. Okay. Add... they can tribute it, I guess. They can probably use this. Okay. Get guys. This is so scuffed. We're making it happen, though. I really like Echidna. I think Echidna is a card I never, ever consider cutting. And it doesn't come up... I was going to say it doesn't come up all the time, but actually, it's got really nice utility. It's genuinely just a very powerful card. I wanted to Gorgon. I guess we still can. I don't hate Gorgon, beat over. Oh, wait. Can I? Yeah, I can still attack. We're going to get a card here. Is there anything I want banished? I don't think so. Not, at least not specifically. I guess this could have been a... No, we don't have Saji in rotation. Yeah, we do. So I could have gone Saji for Ritual. Had I... Yep, I was just... We could have gone Dugara Special Saji instead. Yeah, we still couldn't do effects. So we couldn't have board wiped. So, but that... Yeah, I think something like that would have been better. I think bro is spiraling because we're still playing. Prayers in end phase. Res, Kusanagi, bring back prayers. Yeah. It's kind of just another extra guy. It didn't matter. We got through it. But yeah, it's definitely sloppy. But it's hard. The timer's really short. Regenesis. Peruli is really good. I don't know if Imperm matters that much, to be honest. TBH. Because I don't think we actually care that much about their stuff. Droll, maybe. I like Droplet. I actually do like Imperm going second. Hello, Rodriguez. Going second, I like this. They're just gonna use stuff. I don't think we need the nib. Ash, whatever. I don't think Called By is great. I guess I'll bring these cards in because I can. Do I think Ash is better than some of these? I watched your video, Mitsurugi Ogdoadic Theory. They're very useful. That's awesome. That makes me happy. Thank you for watching and enjoying. Nib is probably worse than Ash. It doesn't matter. This deck sucks. Listen, you got to take your matchup seriously, and it's good for siding patterns. It's good for flexing those muscles. You got to practice wherever you can. Also, I'm probably going to lose to this because that's just the kind of player I am on stream. At regionals, I lock in. On stream, I'm just a donkey. I swear I'm better than this in paper. Abdul, welcome. Abdel, sorry. Sorry. Freudian slip. Bro, rage quit or something. Donkey love. I do not want to see that in my chat. Hello, I'm starting? Why am I starting? Why does this keep happening on Omega? Also, 20 viewers. Thank you so much, everybody. Hello, how are you? Leave a like if you're having fun. Leave a like if you think I played that game badly. That's how we get likes. That's how you get engagement. Yeah, we're actually just getting roped here. That feels really bad. He did catch me out. I don't have my going first stuff. Yeah, I think he has left. Lame. I got body bagged by somebody and I almost roped them. But I was like, if I do that, and then that actually annoys them and they don't just think it's like pathetic, they'll go and do that to somebody else. It comes back around, you know? You can't. We take those. That's an old one. I would like to play Mikanko Briar. I want to play other decks sometime, but it's hard to find time for that because whenever I'm ready to stream, I'm just like, I just want to practice more. I want to think more about my non-engine and talk about a deck I know well. All right, GG, I guess. Sedge. Lame. Quick question, 52 in deck. It bricks? That's not how card count works. So what I assume what are you asking here? Are you asking if we're on a high count because of the number of bricks, or are you asking if having a high card count bricks me? Because that'll kind of depend on the answer. This is a pretty good hand. Every single deck bricks. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say that every deck bricks and has the potential to bad hands. Played some Tri-Brigade today at Locals. It was a lot of fun. Went 2-2 the last time. Went to time last round and lost a die roll for the result. Oh, that's funny. So, this sucks. I did not expect a Skullmeister. I should have kept this in hand. Yeah, so what Code said is exactly... Yeah, I got Skullmeistered, chat. I'm quaking. I also could have gone, like, Ritual from hand. Oh, we're so dead, aren't we? Yep, we're dead. We just can't let them get to the search 2, so I mean... The only deck that was made to never brick is Fiendsmith. Yeah, Fiendsmith's like an infinite loop. This sucks. We're just dead. GG, yummy guy. Thank you for hand trapping me once and I killed over dead. The good news is versus Yummy, spell negates are pretty good. I think. Droll doesn't do anything. Nib does do something now. I'm pretty sure. So... do the spell negates do anything? Not really. I feel like I called Tri-Brigade by mentioning them. That was that was fast. You shut up. I mean, what do you want me to do? We got Skullmeistered. I actually don't think this seal thing is that good into this matchup, but we have to bring some cards in. Yummy does search some, not a lot. Higher card count has to dilute bricks as long as you try to keep the starter and hand trap ratios up. Correct. You're less likely to open bricks. Oh, trust me, I played Musket Fiendsmith. The bricks are when you open 5 Fiendsmith cards and your deck suddenly sucks. This is weird. What am I? I guess Droplet is kind of the thing. I don't need these, though. So we can go like... Actually, no. Clean 6. Yeah, this is fine. What's the spell on your side? Feather Duster, perhaps? This is a weird scenario where if they have Ash, it's actually better. If they have Droll, of course, but that card's less common. So let's go for the Tribute. This is a pretty good hand. They didn't respond, so now we can go. Oh, if this is a Droll, we're super dead. But I think what we'll do is we'll go and layer these. So we'll go add, pay 8, not pay, sorry, take 8 spec, and then 1, 2. So we'll go 1, yeah, I mean, double Cyclone, yeah, double Cyclone for Draco Tail. No, and this is kind of why. So we are getting hit with that. We haven't used Saji. I wanted to have talent live if they hit us with something so we could retaliate. And it was good enough. So, take out all these going first cards. Magatama is not, like, horrible. I like all these. This seems good. Destroy one spell you control and one your opponent controls. Dodges the meta decks. Yeah, it stops MST negates and it stops Draco Tail Flame. And both of those are huge threats to us. I mean, we could just put in the Droll. Or we could just keep the Ashes. And I actually think I prefer that, to be honest. We could even go, like, 3 Ash. Or, like, a Droplet for a Duster. Since we have 6 Mulches, which we're not going to see because that's how siding works for me. That's what I told you. Chat, we are cooked. But yeah, the main phase play was kind of a gamble. I was banking on them having the more likely card of Ash than the slightly less likely card of the 2 of the Droll. We have 29 viewers. That's awesome. Hello, everybody. I'm very excited, though. I'm also surprised to see so many Yummy Enjoyers. I guess I shouldn't be. It's a popular deck. It got a new card, and it still seems pretty strong. Dodge the trap and destroy another. Yep, exactly. Droplet Talents. We're fine here. This is a pretty good hand. We're like, we have the best gas and the best non-engine. So it's hard to complain. How do you like the incantations? I had thought about running them when I saw them in a Genesis deck list. Does it change the end board at all since you get an additional body? You don't get an additional body, and the reason is it sucks. The incantation blocks you from the extra deck, and so you have to out it either by, you have 2 ways, 3 I guess, kind of. Droplet to send it away, which is very unlikely because your opponent needs a body. Habakiri, which is likely. Summon a thing, tribute the incantation, and the curse, which can tribute it. So I don't think it adds any bodies. It's just another starter, basically. It's kind of how impressive how little the Ogdoadic cards add to this deck when they seem to have been designed to work together. I disagree with that entirely. I think the number of Ogdoadic cards is very low, I agree, but the impact is huge. I think Ogdoadic Mitsurugi is a better deck than pure Mitsurugi, personally, but I like combo decks. I like overextending. And a card like Daybreak is just nuts. Every time I resolve Daybreak against somebody who's never seen it, they think I'm like lying. I activate it, I make 4 tokens, I ask anything here. They don't have Nib, and they're like, are you reptile locked? But it's like, I'm not biased at all. It's not my favorite deck, so pinch of salt. As my dutiful loyal mod has once said, I would sooner cut the good cards than the Ogdoadic cards. They're just my favorite. They're too fun. I would like to play more of them. I would like us to get support. But it seems that's not happening for a while. This is so anime. What? Okay, so we've got a surprise to deal with. Is it the What's the other card? Is it the Revolt we're up against? I'm not sure. On their board, they have a Book of Moonif Sent. Send one card from hand or field. So they have a bounce, a book. Okay. We have some pretty cool stuff going on here. Oath is a back row negate. DDL is a bounce. Oh, I see. The Oath in the Grave as well. Then target one face-up, negate its effects till the end of this turn. Ah, that's very, very strong. Let's go for this and kind of hope they go for it then, to be honest. And actually, we probably have to save the droplet for the Oath. I'm so tired of cards like this being printed. We've gotten so many lately. I thought we were moving away from negates for about a year and a half, and we're just back to where we started on negating all the time, and I hate it. It's an additional body starting incantation instead of Habakiri, isn't it? You open Haba, you tribute. I'll mess with it. I'm pretty sure it basically leaves you in the same place you would have been. So, here we'll go, add a monster. And we could go like... This is kind of funny, because if we go... We could go like add, effect, add. I think I like that. So we'll go add here. Take 8. Summon this guy. Gives us more fuel for our potential droplet. Double Manju is just fine, because we have droplet. That's what it converts for. We're getting Mournered. I don't see a real reason to interact with that. That seems like either a bait or just a bad play to me. Did you stop playing Master Duel? Yeah, I haven't played Master Duel for a while. We could go like level 4 here and just Exciton Knight. Is there any reason not to do that? I don't think they'll see it coming, and I don't think they have a monster negate. If I'm being sniped for the first time ever, we're about to find out, because it'd be kind of crazy for them to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I have 4, 5. I'll have 6 cards. Yeah, I'll be a couple cards. The reason I stopped playing Master Duel is Max C. Okay, we're returning here. Talent is live. Oh, that's really interesting. That's cool. He triggered... Oh, no, this is just a quick effect, right? Yeah, send a card. Okay. I was like, how are they doing this? I think this is fine. They're kind of burning stuff on things I don't care about. I really, really only care about the Oath from here. There's a Revolt for a field banish, right? Like, whatever. Droplet means we don't care. They about to cookie all over the place. I would like to play Master Duel because it's really pretty. But it's just Maxi is too bad. The format sucks. I think the ban list sucks. And being delayed in cards, I have to tell you, as somebody who loves the TCG to death, I just can't stand playing a fake format that's never existed. Like, weird mixes of cards, weird ban list. Time for Chainlink 6. Yeah. Wait. Okay, I was like... so I was so confused for a sec. I thought we were filling up a board. I forgot. Revolt just looks like that. There's Shureg. Revive. Okay. And then we get to add a card. So, it's going to be Ritual. Is their last card draw? That would be insane. No, they're just getting a card. They've still got Surprise. They're booking my guy. Do I care about that? Take Nervous Exciton Knight. What level do you think Nerval is? They put Maxi to 1. Last boundless. Yeah, I mean, 1 is too many. I'm not playing with that card. Defense is fine. 1 isn't 0. I agree with this sentiment. Okay. This is pretty good. I think Ritual here is just pretty solid. We could also look at their hand, which I like. Because this might also eat... It's either look or it's take. Take is pretty good, isn't it? I like take, because if they synchro summon, we just take the synchro. That would be pretty bad on them to do, I think. I think looking at their hand doesn't do anything. We literally know half their hand. So, take Shureg is solid. Take Shureg does not do anything, does it? No, we just take the Synchro Monster on resolution, and then on a new chain, they'll think they're getting their guy, and it's just not going to happen. The good news is they'll have Snatchy in their graveyard, which they want, but they're losing out on some value here. Yeah, I don't know what Shureg does. They already used Shureg. Haven't they? They're going to destroy my guy. I don't know why I would care about that. Have we used a Prayers? We have. Have we used a Magatama? We have not, and so I want that. I think we go Magatama to dodge some stuff here. So we'll go like summon, get this guy off our field, effect. We're really just, maybe we're just inting. Maybe I should just go for the ritual. We could even go like from deck. Tribute this. He does have Chimera Engrave. Is that just another way to revive? I mean, they can have all the revives of that card they want. If we go like... Summon from hand. Tribute a guy. I think it's summon from deck. I think it's time. We're likely going to see the Oath finally. I like this art. This is very cute. Very weird to see Shureg without a gas mask on. We're going for a revive. That's not what I would have expected you to do. I have like no time, by the way. Yeah, watch your time. Tribute effect. Okay. So, 1, 2. If they try to remove our guy, we just go 3. If they go for a tag out here, I'm very happy. Maybe it's Shureg here. It's a non-target, but we can dodge it. We have enough resources to play around the Oath and the Banish. I think we do, yeah. Wow, this is a crazy duel for time. We're both so low. Is the field spell worth popping? They've already used it, but I guess what else do we do with the Magatama? Skullmeister. I don't want you doing that, so I'll interact. They have good cards into this, like Surprise kind of helps them. But I think they might have just held on too long. I think we have too much interaction from here. We got it. Nice. We did it with just, well, I was going to say just engine, but we actually, the talent was the only non-engine we used there. That was pretty cool. That was fun. I didn't think we were going to win that. GG, yummy guy. I think they held stuff too long. I think they just didn't use their stuff on stuff that mattered. The hand. Which card is better here? Probably the Fua. Is this the send I want? This sets up better into Droll. But if I do this, we have no way to bridge. No, that's not true. We do. Let's do it like this. This is a little less greedy. We didn't even have to go with the Night Sword there either. We have a normal summon, but I didn't want to use it. We could even normal summon here. I don't want to, though, so we're going to do this. You were saying put a ritual monster in the graveyard for the mirror? There's the Imperm. Bro, trust me. Yummy Ogdoadic Mitsurugi. Try it. Oh, what an awful hand we've got here. Nice. No, that's not how pre-prep works. Add a ritual spell from your deck and a ritual monster from deck or graveyard. I also thought that at first. Yeah. Oh my god, who said mirror match? Oh no, do I have to stop this? I think I do. Who said that? How did you know? Oh my god, they actually just are so good. Bro, why does it look like they're on my... Oh my god, they played in the Imperm column! Scoop, shame scoop right now. Shame scoop right now. What was that? Okay, we need these cards. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Droll is really good. Don't need these. We need this. Droplet could probably go. Imperm's pretty good. That was so funny. Absolute gamer move. Yeah, this seems pretty good. What? Why? Okay. They're on pure Mitsurugi, I think, if they're on the Extrav. This Droll should go pretty hard if they don't have the called by. They have mirror or prayers, it seems. They had a window there. So they're gonna get a card. Average Mitsu player. Average reptile enjoyer. We would never do that. I've never ever played into that on stream, right? Support me here, chat. That was really funny. I actually don't think you have. Yes, that's my wingman right there. That's my code name. I do it very sparingly. Whenever I play at locals and stuff, I like almost do it, but then I like snap my arm to the side and people laugh. And then they clap. And then I did it with Flip. Are we getting roped again? No, okay. We're getting Murukumo. They're probably going to go for... Oh, do they tribute the Night Sword here? That's interesting. That's not going to come back, you know. Get the prayers back. Did you get super rare prayers yet? A friend of mine, one of my testing group, got them for me, and I have one Saji, and he's got a Saji. So I'm going to have the 3 prayers and the 2 Saji that I like, thanks to one of my testing pals, which is really nice. I appreciate him. But yes, I finally got them. I pulled one from my OTS pack, and I went there. I went to locals on Wednesday. I paid the $10 because my shop is expensive for no reason. I sit down, and they're like, "Oh, Deha, you're here for Genesis." And I was like, "What?" So I paid $10 for a Saji and left. Also, is it just me or is this Saji like really dark? I feel like he looks like a Euro card almost, which is disgusting because I hate Euro cards. I think they're hideous. Did we just Raw Dog, normal Amanju here. Tornado Dragon? Murakumo Tornado Dragon Prayers? We know they don't have... okay, this is very interesting. Yeah. The Ulti Typhon. That's... Wait, that's disgusting. Border is literally purple. We can go for this. It kind of feels like they already have Purification Prayers. It could also be Imperm Prayers. I actually bet that's what we're looking at. If they Mura here, we're fine. I mean, we're fine no matter when they Mura. What even is this end board? It's like kind of good. They have a board wipe. But I think we have enough to play through one board wipe. We just rely on the Ogdo stuff. Where's that guy that said Ogdo doesn't do anything? Watch this, brother. Discard. I think it's pretty safe that it's this. Summon our Talismandra. Use that effect. Get ourselves a Habakiri. They might? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Tornado Dragon was weird. I feel like anything else there would have been better. This is a PSA to play Baguska. Yeah, no kidding. I'm wondering when they're going to go for the hand rip. Are we playing Snapper? I have been sold on Snapper since chat bullied me that couple of weeks. Hey Noodles, good to see you. Yeah, I always play Snapper. It's never leaving my extra until something better for removal comes along. He may have extra all the good targets away. Ah, that is possible. He may not have any good things to make with just... Okay, yeah, I think that theory is probably likely. This is why we play 2 IP and Pure Mitsu. I wouldn't know. I've never played that deck. I have no experience with it. I'm so excited to get Super Prayers. Actually, my locals friend who's got those is going to be there tomorrow, so I'll be playing tomorrow, testing out a list and grabbing that card from him. Oh my god. If this Fuo resolves, their chances of having Ash drop every time they use a card, our chance of resolving the Fuo of my dreams at a rocket is just getting exponentially higher. They have to have... And they're over 40. Hang on, hang on. There's a chance this Fuelos resolves. Oh, and they're starting with Tracer, who's going to summon from their deck. Yes! Oh, this is so free. They might just scoop right here. Wow, that is an ugly-looking dragon. Someone explain to me how rockets are not machines, by the way. Bro got turn skipped. Yeah, dragon, I think, I really disliked Fuelos when it came out. I think I've come around on it a little bit, to be honest. I still really dislike that there are decks that just die to it. I think that's stupid. I think that there should be cards, so whether they be generic end boards, which is risky, or archetypes just get support, which is nice. I like that Yu-Gi-Oh has a tradition of lots of decks getting stuff. Not gonna sugarcoat it, Seals Pass. Yeah, they're thinking. But I do like the half-board idea of Fuelos. I think the fact that you can use 2 is really dumb. I don't think that should be allowed. I think you should only be able to use 1. They're dark locked, can't make seals. I'll tell you, Dayhite, you're killing my sleep schedule with these late streams. Yeah, they can't even make seals. They're gonna make a Borland, probably, right? Do they have enough guys for it? Is it 5 rocket monsters you need? Oh wow, Nocto is weird too. These are all weird dragons. How are they gonna make the strongest end board of Seals Pass if they can't even play seals? Well, I don't know how he can possibly win now. Well, yeah, I mean, draw a card. I think not. Imperm is a pretty gross top deck, by the way. I went to sleep at 6 a.m. the other day because we called in Discord right after a stream. That's awesome. I'm glad people are using the VC. To be fair, they do have a Bestial, and that is quite good against me. On the other hand, my hand is busted. Target a banished card, shuffle it, or into your opponent's deck, negate the activated effect. So they can destroy... Wait, there's no... Okay, they can banish one. I think we have a draw phase opportunity here. I don't think we need to take it, though. Let's go to the main. I think I'm pretty happy with an imperm. Target one banished card, shuffle it into the deck, then destroy that monster. A negate. I think it's just getting rid of Mask. Dispeter Griffin, finally. What do I want to commit here? We have Ritual, and that makes me think that Rain is the right play and go into Ogdo stuff. It'll kind of eat the Bestial, which is sad, or we could just go Mitsurugi and face tank their Bestials and get rid of this guy. Maybe that's the play, honestly. Why didn't he make SP? Mask is better than SP because you can just do... You can get both of SP's effects. We know a Bestial. They did Magnum it, so we know they have Baldrake. They're getting a card draw here, I think. Oh no, we're specialing a guy. That's fine. We're getting the Magnamut back. Getting the Baldrake. Oh, it's not fine. I forgot Baldrake's quite good. They're going to get a negate as well. And so now that both Bestials are out, we actually probably pivot. Because what does this do? This is a... If your opponent special summons a Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, and or Link. I did not realize this hit Ritual monsters. Gonna be honest. They have no banished cards anymore. Isn't Dispeter, like, not live anymore? If your opponent special summons a monster... Can I chain block this? No, because it targets. Okay. I think Rain is the way to go from here, but we have to get rid of this guy. I guess Snake Rain could have done that for us. We have a normal summon. Let's go like this. This is kind of greedy, but it's just maximum card advantage. We have a Ritual. It's better to have two. Two Rituals is how you get maximum value out of Mitsurugi stuff. Because you have one less thing to search, basically. And it gives you your full breadth of utility on the mirror, which we'll probably be using this turn. Okay. It is time for Snake Rain to shine. It's too bad the Mask is kind of guarding their Bestials. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but we won't be able to Gorgon the Baldrake, which would have been kind of cool, to be honest. Lock it down and then... Big damn. What? It's not going to work, but okay. That's also not going to work, but alright. What am I making out of the extra here? We could honestly go Exiton. It does stop us from killing them. Actually, can we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll be close if we did that, actually, so maybe we can't. We do have access, though. And they can't respond... If your opponent special summons a monster, this isn't a quick effect. I mean... We just ball, right? We just have to deal with the Baldrake before we commit the ritual. And then we're Gucci chillin'. Big chillin', as they say. I don't really want to put a card into the banishment, though. When your opponent activates a monster effect. And so, that makes me think we go like 2, 3, 4. They can't respond to the access. He can't respond. We'll just target this and make the Dragon Andy panic, hopefully. It didn't work. How many links do we have? It would just be 2, but 2 is good enough. Okay. There's the Baldrake, which is good because we can actually get this back. We do have a card in banishment now, but we can actually put it back with the Daybreak even. Do I want to do that? That seems like BM. We're doing it. We'll send a Reptile for no particular reason. Thin out our deck a little bit. It is time for your reckoning, opponent. Oh, unless Baldrake's not once per turn. Ooh. That's pretty nasty. That's pretty good. I think we're still fine because we can still summon from deck. So we'll just go like effect, tribute. Do we add a monster? I don't think so. No, take 8. Have we used Saji yet? We haven't. Have we normaled yet? I don't think so. We're going to go from grave. That's a little greedy. Effect. Target one banished card. Shuffle it into the deck. So actually, I thought it was monster, to be honest, but it doesn't matter. We have a way to search again. Summon from deck. We'll just summon our other Murakumo. It is nice that we play 2. And then we'll just go, to be safe, field, graveyard. Honestly, I think the Purification is the way to go. And then we can just link climb it up. Recur a card on the way. This isn't okay banish. Doesn't really matter. Oh no! I'm short on damage. I've miscounted. Dark. Remove. We're short because I put back this, or I didn't put it back, but they got rid of the snapper. So we should have made a link 3. I didn't realize. Can you use this as link material? Yes, you can. Main 2. They're on 5. We could bring back Aaron. That wouldn't make any sense, though. I think we're just passing on. We could go Mondo. That's kind of sick. It sets up the board wipe better, but we're going to hand rip them 1, so they're going to be on 2 cards. Oh, no, 3, because they're going to go Magnum search here. I think maybe we have to go for this, actually. Dang, we missed lethal. I'm so bad. I wish this deck... I mean, if your opponent just plays badly like I am, it's pretty good. They had a pretty, like, formidable board there, but I guess, honestly, a lot of that power came down to the Impulse. That card is really, really strong. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, this one's Impulse is gross. I do think it's interesting that the evolution of hand traps is to make them more trappy. Do rockets like being destroyed? Is that their dumb gimmick? Special from Graveyard. Up to 2 rocket monsters. Is this a rocket? No. This is. Add a 7. I think that's fine. They like being targeted by link monsters and destroyed. Boot Sector Launch is such a weird name, by the way. I've never understood what that name of that card means. At a level 7. Also, you cannot spec. I guess we could have gone for... Oh, we could... Can we called by this? Does this thing activate? Only special of this crystal in the graveyard. Add rocket from your deck to your hand. Okay. Kind of, but they've honestly pretty much dropped that gimmick. I think that's good, because that's a dumb gimmick. Card is special summoned. I think... They have 2 bodies. This seems like a good time to clear their guys to me. Oh no, it's gonna happen again, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't matter. They have an impulse. We just lose. I bet that was the wrong target. I bet that Mondo is about to just put something back in my deck. Wow, that card is awful on this sim. That's so frustrating. Add a rocket? I don't think so. We're going to negate the other one. How about that? Very annoying. Very frustrating. We have, like, no follow-up. Breach Boral, target a rocket. Rocket triggers and blows up. Breach Boral sees that the rocket has died and applies the effect to summon one from deck. Levianeer, 3, 4, 5, 6. No way. Is that just enough? Oh, no, they summoned that guy. So they can't just kill us with the stuff on board, at least. Did you cut Futsu? There's literally no reason to side Futsu if you weren't going to play. But no, I'm manning it. It's in the deck. I play one Mitsu or no Mondo on a Mega just to play around it. Yeah, it's like really annoying. Wow, dark. Nice. Lame. They would have just been dead if my Link 3 wasn't just randomly not in the graveyard. Super lame. Okay, we're up. Droll seems good. Nib seems good. This seems good. Don't know that I need these. A boot sector is a sector of a persistent data storage device which contains machine code to be loaded into random access memory and then executed by computer systems built in firmware. They're basically a revolver waiting to be launched. Okay, that makes more sense. That is a very, very detailed explanation, though, to require. And then I guess I would rather not have random droplets, so we'll put in some of these. Some of this. Yeah, sure. Sad we lost that. That was very dumb by me. I'm very stupid. Why the rockets look like bullets. I mean, I always understood the bullets part. Like, I feel like that's the obvious part. We're just getting ashed and then killed. Cool. Your turn. A dragon ravine is a big... A ravine is a... Oh, wow. Stop talking, Snugs. Send any dragon, huh? From your deck to the graveyard. Does this guy like being in the graveyard? I think we're gonna ash the foolish burial and then just wait for this Nib to do something. Ash the Absoluter he's gonna send. Yeah, I guess that would have stopped it from being used later. I just don't know the combos that well. Or not. Don't or not me. It's like a 30-second delay on chat. I was planning on working on the video tonight some as well. We'll see if that happens, but he searched Noctivision anyway. Ash Absoluter was the correct play. Good to know. We're drawing a card. When do I nib this deck? Our hands are bad. Maybe it's deck building. Maybe the ratios are bad. When do I nib this deck, chat? When do I nib? Right before Link 5, okay. Yeah, without Savage, they don't have a reliable way to... Breach Boral is immune. What is Breach Boral? Is that a fusion? Boral Shroud, I mean. Ah, I see. I still don't know what that is. Fusion summon fusion monster. Banishing, including a rocket. Oh, it's another Link 5. Do they make 2 Link 5s? Hold. Fatal Flare. This guy looks really cool. I actually like him, and it's because he has normal hands. All the other rockets have like... Oh no, these ones look fine. Just like Boral End and stuff. They have weird legs. 2 Link 5s. That's the end board? Okay. So we just stop them when they have a bunch of materials out. Do we do it here? What video were you going to work on tonight? The old 5 and the new 5. Ah. They could make a Link 5 here, right? Yeah. Here. Okay. Goodbye. Throw the rock. Yeah, do it. Yeah, that's why we were nibbing. Now, fire, chat said. We're going to work on the new Ultimate Ogdo guide. I need to upload one. My plan is to have it uploaded before the regional attack position. What are they going to do? Hit me with it? Why an attack? What do you mean, why an attack? Chat, have you never played this deck? What, are you serious? Dwayne the Rock board wipe. It's turn 2. Oh. I thought it was turn 1. I had nothing on my board. You've been going first. I thought it was turn 1. I forgot. We had He's thinking. He's like, why is it an attack? Dude, he's never gonna see the battle fader coming. I broke the opponent. 5100 to the chest for free. Yeah. Listen, I'm a generous man. I don't know why they made dark again. They passed! They think it's turn 1! I told you! I told you. I was so right. I'm a visionary. I'm a prophet. Why attack, they said. I'll show you. Yes. He was like, I bet you he was just like, oh, dang. I thought it was turn 2. But it's in attack mode. My bad. It must not be. I'll pass. To confuse the enemy, you must confuse yourself. Add a guy. Add. Boom. Summon a guy. Boom. Effect. 5 head, you gaslighted him. All pushes up glasses. All according to Keikaku, the art of war. See, this is why people come to the Dehalove stream. Because where else? Who else is going to show you how to bamboozle the foe so completely? They're going to add a guy. I kind of have to stop this. If they have an impulse, would they have said it? You got to make that a short. Oh my god. I think we're going to have to. I guess I know what I'm working on after the stream. Holy cow. That was the funniest thing that's ever happened to me in a duel. Okay, we want these, called by, don't need. Droplet is good. Don't need. Ash is not good enough. Maybe Ash is good enough? We definitely want Droplet. I think Imperm's better than Ash is the thing. That was a short but very fun time. I shall sleep. Have a nice run. Good night to the others. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you got to see this glorious moment. Troll seems good. These seem good. I think, oh, this is the wrong number. Oh, I see. I think, Ash is worse than Imperm. Right? Anybody disagree? I guess Magatama versus the towers really isn't that good, to be honest. I feel good about this. Into game 3. We have the Fulos. Nice. Never punished. Do they have the Ash? Nope. I think they're pretty similar. I like that the one can hit like link effects. Same brain. Yeah, you Omega win. Well, I mean, I lost that first game, but we would have won if I was just a little more careful, so we'll see. We've already gone even 0 though, and we haven't made talent live. I guess they were playing around the droll there. I can't believe you both thought it was turn run. That's incredible. That was so funny. I cannot wait to edit that later. I haven't made a short in a long time. When was the last short, chat? Brain. Oh my god. Our hand is pretty solid too. Like, Rain's not great, but it might eat some hate. Bars. Oh my god. We use this, right? Oh my god, that was so funny. Almost exactly a year ago. Thank you for checking. I don't enjoy making shorts as much. They're like... Holy cow. Oh my god, what is that draw? I'm so sorry, Dragon Link guy. Man, I wish this deck had a plan. Yeah, that's really annoying that there's actually just no recourse for this deck. What do I want to put in the graveyard? I almost want to put the Futsu to grave instead of the Aramasa. But we'll go like this. 1, 2, 3. I guess we could do both. It kind of burns our candle down, but I should read this. Holy cow, that's the worst card I've ever read. That's got an awful effect. I didn't check. I know it from memory. I can't tell if you're kidding, but that's awesome if it's true. We can clear their back row with a snapper into an access. Activate. Ooh, there is a mag. The good news, we get to take a hand peek. What? Max Metal Morph has entered the chat. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can get the effect inflict burn damage to one attack a position monster. I will not be hand ripping here, it seems. Those were... Well, he has a negate now. Yeah, those are pretty good cards. We have a pretty good hand still, because we can just normal summon. That doesn't do anything, right? Although they did get a draw. So actually, the threat level has risen. Threat level has gone up. I could go, like, talent. What do I do here? What do I do here? I could go, like, talent to steal. You can only use each effect of Red Eyes Black Full Metal. Oh, you know what that means? It means I can use this if I get to take this guy. It doesn't destroy. Negate the activation. Negate activation's interesting. I think we're going to go for some Ogdo plays. We can just normal summon the thing. Sorry. We know 2 of their cards. They have Tracer and the ugly guy. Time Deha. Yes, I'm sorry. They have a Rocket Loader, I think. Unless they discarded it to this. Spec 1 can be normal summoned or set from your hand deck or graveyard. This is a cute little, like, negate engine. I don't hate this. Add the Daybreak. They don't have the Droll. That's good. What do I want to threaten here? They kind of do the same thing. Let's go for a take here. We're using the card. We're going to take 0 damage here. Man, I really like this background music. That's good. Okay. So, I think, like, Lizardos is pretty good. Just for straight card advantage. We could draw into Mirror. That would have been really sad. And then we can go like 3, 4. Anyone in chat going to Richmond? Can't wait to face Draco Tail 10 rounds. I mean, if online is any indicator, it's not that popular, apparently. We could go, like, 2, 3. It doesn't really make any sense, though. We could just go, like, 3. Yeah, I don't even hate this. We'll use the Snapper because we have the stuff to burn. Access. Integrate. Pre-prep. I mean, yeah, okay, I was gonna say, that was awesome. What a funny match. I'd be thinking about you, Deha. That's why we stream, Hammond. That's why we do it. Oh my god, my throat hurts from that duel. It's unfortunately the deck to beat. GG. I like that Draco Tail doesn't put up the craziest boards. I think Draco Tail is, like, harder to think into. I think it's a more tricky deck than, like, VSK9. A deck that just puts up, like, negate, pop, steal, like... That's a hard matchup because it's taxing on my smooth brain. But, like, Draco Tail, I can never quite figure out how they're gonna win, and then they destroy me. Someone posted a banger meme in the meme channel in Discord. Nibiru the primal being eats the rock. I prefer the branded version to play against. Yeah, I honestly feel like pure Draco is, like, more annoying somehow. But maybe I'll change my mind with practice. We won a coin flip. Can we win a coin flip with a decent hand, though? Do I set the droplet? I think so. Please, like, Fua or Perulia. That'd be so funny. Thoughts on End of the World Ruler? I saw they were running it at 3 in the OCG and the Mitsurugi, obviously running Ritual at 3 as well. I think Droplet is going to do very well for us here. Please send your whole hand. That'd be so funny. Oh, Christia, gross. So what I like about it is when you use it, it doesn't burn the mode you use. So if you use it to summon from hand, you can still summon from hand. But I kind of am confused by it. I guess... No, I don't love it. It just seems like more copies of Ritual, and if you wanted that, you could kind of already get that. I feel like. We also have no monsters, so Ketsu's not necessarily going to net them a summon. EDO Pro is the Wild West. EDO Pro is the Wild West. We added a Lucius. Summon a Lucius. Is there any world where they link summon with these things? Or do we just hold for a fusion spell? No, they wouldn't, because they want their bodies, don't they? There's a Rahu. I guess we'll use this just to go 1 for 1. I think we'll live through this. Draco Tail's not the most lethal deck. They have an Urgula in hand. We've had awful opening hands going first. We've actually had decent going second hands. They're going to get 2 traps set. One of them is going to be Flame. Yeah, they're just going for Flame Horn. Oh, Stinghorn. Interesting. They might just have Flame. Sometimes they'll link summon. They link summon Seals, but there's no way they'll ever do that under Fua. Yeah, of course. Not in the brand. I was wondering if we should like preemptive Fua, but I guess if we do that, they just don't make it, and it kind of leaves us in the same position. Honestly, a little worse off. We'd like rather do Fua on our own turn in that case. I did the math on our starter count, by the way. It should not be this bad. We have an 8% chance to brick, which is kind of the standard for decks I build. Do they know what we're on? Sort of. They know we're on Ogdoadic. Okay, we're going first. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good. No, bad. Okay. Bad, 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 bad. We could honestly keep in a Fua just for our own turn. That seems greedy a little bit. Is this even good? I don't think so. I don't think Magatama is useful. I think that is solid. We'll just draw Habakiri. It didn't happen. It didn't happen, boss. I've never gotten to use Twin Twister against anybody. We have a draw phase. Any draw phase enjoyers? We don't have a ritual spell. We don't have either half, so this doesn't get us further if they have Droll. I'd rather go full rain. That is something we can entirely play around, I think. Just gotta remember they did Perulia. And we'll be fine. I think the play is rain like this. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we already have that, so we could even go like 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that. We could even do Aaron to undo and add, which is nice. Though if they hit 5 mana / have 5 mana, they'll just fuse their whole hand away. Let's assume you end up running End of the World Ruler when it comes out. Would you consider also pairing it with Incantation Candle? That way you can open Chalice Slime, you can search Ritual, or... No, because you have no way to out it. The reason Chalice Slime into Talismandra into Habakiri works is Habakiri gets rid of the guy, and in the decks I like to play, I like to be comboing. I like to be using the extra deck, and while you have an Incantation on the field, you cannot use your extra deck. This is something you cannot forget. Bell is annoying, but happy to see it on Curse of all things. We'll try Chalice Slime. Discard Chalice Slime. Effect. Haba. That is 2 interrupts. Nice. Tribute. Effect. We already have that, so we'll just go Ritual. I think the play is probably threaten Caesar / full Ogdo. So we'll tribute. We'll add a monster. We'll add you. We'll take 8. We'll summon from our graveyard. And we will be very happy about this because we want to actually have a couple monsters in rotation so that we can avoid. So we'll add to our hand. We have 2 already. I guess we'll go summon from deck. Yeah, this is fine. And then we'll go mirror. And here we can go Dugaris full combo. Okay. And actually, we could even go Aaron here if we wanted to. Right, but then you'd only have special summon Kendall if you already own Habakiri pre-prep. So you would have no, but if you already have those cards, there's no reason you're doing that. I can't stay long. I have something to do, but I wanted to stop by and say, hi, how are you doing? If you have a portrait of one of the Ogdo cards, if I could have a portrait, I love Naya's art. I think it's just so, like, elegant. I actually think Nunu's prettier, but I play Naya, so I'm more attached to it. We could go, like, Aaron, hand rip 1, although I just don't want to give them draws. I think that's wrong to do. So we'll go, like, summon from deck, summon you, tributing you. We'll go effect, get purification. We won't chain. And then we can go mirror to summon from grave, tributing you to field, effect, won't chain, prayers, spec. Alert supremacy. Alert is really cool looking. Alert's like really sick actually, isn't it? We have some pretty wicked draws, so we're gonna go for the Lizard. Lizardos is a card I go back and forth on, but I just think it's too useful. I think it has too much utility value to cut. Fu is not amazing, to be honest. It's not the best card in the world versus them. I also don't like Talent very much. This looks like a very clean side, because it feels like they're on a pretty pure build to me. Lots of hand traps. Ash for the, like, Branded Fusion style cards. Bro, if he was even mildly decent, I'd run it for the art alone. It just doesn't do anything. Yeah, the card has no job is the problem, right? Called By is very good. We have an out to 5 mana on our own turn, which is amazing. Then went for the... so we do have... We do have Albaz stuff. So... Fu is even better into them than it used to be a little bit. Personal, Daybreak, and Origin do it for me. They have the Called By. Water Lily, all the monsters. Frick, why is this deck so... Yeah, they have such nice arts. They all came out as foils. I think Daybreak's really ugly. Origin mention. I think Daybreak is hideous. I just don't like the colors. It feels so green. Will we lose? I don't know if we do. Our hand is, like, kind of good. We have an out to... Or are we getting Sanctifier? Is that the problem? If we can hit Droplet, we can out the Sanctifier. But, like, Called By cannot be denied. That card is really good into them. I think if Daybreak was a secret, it'd be gorgeous. If Daybreak weren't a common, a butt-ugly common, I might like it. But it's not, so I don't. If you look on Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta and filter to OCG, like, every Mitsurugi deck is using 3 of them. Yeah, I believe you. Play Ogdoadic Calling. I understand. Is it being played in Ogdoadic Mitsurugi? That's my question. I think it's probably not. Search Ketu. Search Flame. Also, on the good news front. This is not a once per turn because it was made 100 years ago. And so if they flame it, we can just do it again. Granted, that's quite expensive on discards, but it's an option. Pure gas here wouldn't be bad either. Ogdo doesn't exist in the OCG. What do you mean? The cards are there. They have Ogdoadic stuff. It's not a TCG exclusive. It's just that nobody's like... It never took off over here. What are you talking about? A droplet off the top here would probably win the game. You have all 3 traps now? Because if we get droplet, we can go like rain, discard rain, chain called by, chain droplet on the flame. Go crazy. Droplet would be pretty sick here. Twin Twister would be acceptable. That was weird. Okay. That was... I'm confused, but alright. Oh, they're going for a revive. Yeah, we need droplet bad. We're down bad for droplet here. Although, we're in a weird spot with it because now that they have the Christia already... we're just cooked. Right? Can't special. We'll just show them our snake rains and roll over and die. I love that every format ends in non-games. They didn't even respect me enough to negate that. That's disgusting. Like, why do they leave so many floods active? Mill your whole deck at least, yeah. Why is it... Oh, wait, my Genesis rank never recovered from last season. What's up with that? I lost 1 game and now it's 70 points forever. Do you run the level 10 that reborns? Nephilibus? No, I'm forgetting the name. It's an Ogdoadic card. It's the one that reborns of monsters. Yeah, I don't like... it's weird. I really like Nephilibus, but it does nothing. The card is, like, useless. If it had some way of hitting the grave or going back to the deck or something the way Albion does, I might like it. They just keep giving brand... Yeah, I guess this really is just the branded problem. Like, we're still doing branded Christia stuff at the end of the day. Like, why is Christia legal? Why is Sanctifier legal? Stop allowing this. Who wants this? Yeah, we've lost a lot of dice rolls tonight. But I don't think our win rate is that bad. I think we're doing pretty well at breaking boards, which is nice. Oh, I really like Radiant Typhoon. I think it's really cool, except I hate excessive negation, and they end on 4 negates. A monster negate, 2 semi-omnis, and a spell trap, and I really don't like that. The less Yugioh I play, the better. The more Yugioh I play, the less my opponent plays, the better. Honestly, I might throw Crow in somewhere. DD Crow? Dehya, can I convince you to play the Invader of Darkness tech? Edo and Christia. I was thinking about Invader of Darkness, but the thing is, one of the only base Master Duel bans was Ryzeal Cross. Cross was a good ban. Cross is tough because it's part of their board, but it's such a nasty card. What an awful idea. Negate on resolution. That's not how the game works. I did think about Invader, but I think we already beat Radiant Typhoon going first. And my follow-up to that is, what would it cost? How many slots in my side / extra would I have to be doing? I've played against a couple MST enjoyers who've had like a lot of rarities to throw on their stuff. I'd like the crossband if the deck had any way of recovering the 5 names. Deck now just has 0. Yeah, but there are just decks that have no follow-up. I'm sorry. Okay. They must have the threats in hand. On the bright side, Snake Rain pressures them. I think the Imperm is honestly the discard here. 1 in main, 1 or 2 in extra. Don't remember what you're playing. There's an Ash there. Do I call by the Ash? If I call by the Ash, do I think that they'll snap react with a negate? Yes. Yes. Okay. So we're not actually doing this. We're not actually doing this to stop the Ash. We're doing this to eat an MST. Because now we can go... What am I doing here? We can go like... Well, gotta go. Catch you later. Have a wonderful rest of the night. Thank you, Dragon Song, for coming. Good to see you. Oh, Grateful. I heard about that tech at Locals today, but didn't listen. You could have been giving me intel here. You dump Invader of Darkness with Aerial Eater through Fiendsmith, then revive it with Muckraker. You don't even need Muckraker, because we have Abao. I think normal Naya is better than Send Naya here. This might even eat their other MST if they think it's our starter. That would be kind of amazing, actually. Because that kind of communicates to me they don't really have much else going on. Nice, now we have some dodging. Invader of Darkness doesn't let the opponent activate quick plays. Hang on, let me see if the Typhoon player is awake. They're down Ash already. It's got to be this. Put it in the graveyard so it can't be negated. Okay. Now we do need to out the stuff before going for the full ritual. So we'll go like this. Trib. I think you can even do it through Droll. I mean, that would make sense. Fiendsmith is like built to play through Droll, right? And we can go like add summon. They may try to negate the Aramasa if we go for it. So maybe Murakumo's just better here. Take 8, summon a guy from grave. It doesn't chain block, but they've already used Ash. They might have Bell, but no, Bell doesn't work here. So now we get Ritual, and now we can go for a clear on the back row. I wouldn't mind trying something like that, because we're already so close to it. It actually would probably only be 1 card in the extra and 1 in the side, or just 2 in the side, which I think I actually have room for. And that would actually open up 1 slot, because we could get rid of the traps, and it's searchable. So I guess that's the advantage, right? It's like an auto win. You need Aerial Eater and Sequentia. I mean, I kind of wanted Sequentia anyway, so that would even open me up to trying a bigger Fiendsmith engine, which we've kind of done. Let's go Daybreak here. I want to force out this last negate. I don't want to deal with that. And we can get a draw along the way. 0. Excellent. Yes, excellent. You could even just play them in the side. The thing is, I hate siding extra deck cards at events, but that is true. I could do that. Because technically for a regional, I don't know if they would enforce this. I'd have to ask my more experienced friends, but I'm pretty sure, well, they're just doing my job for me. I'm pretty sure you would need to like re-sleeve your cards, because you'd either need to play the same sleeves, I made it, in your main and extra, or... Okay, we're resetting. All right. And now we should be clear to just finish them off. They get a card back, but... We can even go like access code to just clear it, but... Send. Doesn't really matter. Send. 1, 2, 3. Bro's here. Finally. No way, it's Jacob Shepard. What up, Jacob? Chat, throw some respect. It's the Jacob Shepard. We're going second. We want this. This seems good. Droll seems good. Nib does not. They seem to play through it. I don't know if Fu is actually useful. Droplet is good. What am I doing? Called by is not amazing. Imperm seems kind of nice on the link. Not gonna lie, I do not hate that. Magatama, another out to the trap. I think that's pretty solid. Talent is kind of good into them, isn't it? I don't think Ash is all that good, so maybe we cut an Ash for a talent even. Because they're kind of bound to use monster effects. I think that's alright. I'm back. No info on Great Fly. Something Liger Dancer. Something else Mandate. I don't know. Bro, you missed the best moment in any stream ever. Laughing at people who bought Magnet Warrior. You have missed the funniest part of the funniest stream. My ball python has woke up, probably because I'm yelling. Everyone say hi to Boopoo. We'll do, let's round it off to a nice 2 hours. Yeah, it'll be a short. It's gotta be, right? It was fun. It was a funny moment. That is annoying to brick on that, but okay. Wait, no. You actually own a snake? Yeah, have I never shared that on the Discord or anything? I'll send a picture. I have a ball python. She's a girl. Nova. I almost feel like I've played against that name before. You know what's weird too? I got my ball python the same year Ogdoadic came out, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I got her 2020 and Ogdoadic came out 2021. If you believe it's turn 1 enough, the opponent will think so too. I didn't know this lore. Not in the Discord, I believe, but you did mention it on stream. I love my snake. She's so cute. What do I want to do here? If we go Prayers, Tribute... There's not really a reason to do that, so we won't Tribute. We'll add a monster. I almost want to go for the Saji instead. No, it can't be. It's got to be this way. Or it could have gone Aramasa there. Yes, it topped everything spiked, then they announced reprints the next day. Wait, really? That's so painful. I had no idea. Summon from our hand. My friend has a snake. His name is Long Idiot the Second. Yeah, but what's the snake's name? We can go Trib Aramasa here is kind of nice. What topped? I missed it. Magnet Warrior. We can go like this, and then we'll go like this. I guess this is the more valuable effect, so we should have blocked it better, but I think it's okay. We can still summon from deck, and then we can summon from grave, so we'll go you. Long Idiot, the first head infection had to be... Oh, that's so sad. That's really sad. Let's go like this. They might have a crazy long bomb Ash. Fraud. You can't just... He can't keep just calling everything fraud and getting away with it. Ritual from deck. If they stop this, that'd be very interesting. Although now I have... okay. Effect. Bro, that deck casually gets a double circular that doesn't activate. That's actually wild that it topped before the reprints. That's really... I love seeing stuff like that because it makes me feel like there's hope for us when I see other garbage decks getting play. We could get an extra search here, but I think it's better to take a little more of a conservative line and just go for the other stuff. There's also a weird way of getting here. I don't know that I know this line off the top of my head, so... Linear Magnum is an insane card. That's an insane name for a card. They didn't take the body. Curse is the worst kind of card to explain to opponents because they're like, that seems bad, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's bad. And they're like, wait, but why would you do it? I'm like, because you have to. We should have done this in the other order. We should have done Futsu last, I think, now that I'm looking at it. But actually, it's probably not the end of the world. We're just going to be shy 1 token, but I think we can make up for it with the Knight Sword. So, Typhoon players are on Great Fly because that and Maindeck can boost above Liger, but I don't see the vision because Liger can wipe. They can boost above Liger? Really? I didn't realize the Maindeck had an attack buff like that. We can get a revive. Yeah, okay. We can do the normal Abba thing. This is fine. It just looks weird, but this is actually basically the normal line with a little more legwork put into it. Like woke. Jacob, good question. Was it more or less fraudulent than Hecka Hands? Hecka Hands is so bad, I lose to it every time I play against it. I suck against that deck, dude. I'm actually a fraud. Aramasa's kind of a weird draw, to be honest. It's the yummy thing where they boost above to get wiped in battle phase. Don't want to chain. Do want to send. I would love Night Sword to get an OTS foil. I really thought that was coming next, to be honest. We'll use this here. Technically, there's still value in the Talismandra. They might nib here. It kind of feels like they've been holding something like that. They didn't. I feel like that would have been the place to do it if they were going to kill the Abao. So that makes me think they don't have it, and that our Caesar is going to live. Yeah, but you're our fraud. Dude, they keep holding in a way that makes me think they have like a crazy hold Ash. I wonder what they have. It might be a Phimena. There's not really a great time to use that now that Futsu's on board. Yep, Phimena. This is probably a mistake for them. We can just clear their back row. Nice, we got a card draw. Oh, I have to read this. If a monster is sent from hand to graveyard to activate a card, activate one of these effects. We could deny a set. Oh no, because we'll just go chain 1 and they'll go chain 2, so we just want the draw, don't we? And then we probably want the Link 2 to make the Celine Snapper easier to make. I'm glad the sim prompted me on that. This is why sims are important, because now I know to pay attention to Narco Equip. Great Fly be getting value. Okay, they set a spell. Oh, they sent all my guys back. I did not expect that, to be honest. I mean, we just, like, clear all their stuff, don't we? If Fusion Monster is sent to your graveyard this turn, add this card from Grave Dance. We just don't want to send this to grave, whatever we do. We still have our normal summon as well. Do we go Mura here and send the guy? It's turn 1. So we'll go summon, tribute. Okay, they just gave up. They held that a really long time. Imperm is good. Called by is good. This is good. Versus Draco Tail. What is good? I guess this. These are kind of nice versus the Albaz version, aren't they? My ball python just yawned. Very cute. Droplet is really good. Called by is strong. This is strong. Is Perulia even... Like, which of these cards is better into Draco Tail? They're both kind of just even zeros, aren't they? I guess Perulia can be used. Plays into Nib super hard. Dang, I'm a little torn. Fua is slightly better. Let's try that. Because Fua, you can at least draw phase. That's a pretty good hand. We'll see what they come up with. If they're doing Christia, we just lose. What is maybe a Christia out is important, actually. I guess we already have that droplet imperm, though. So, to be honest, I like those cards. Fua is slightly better, but objectively better. I'm getting mixed signals here. Fua would have gone so hard here, by the way. L'Oreal Baz. Wosu to out Christia. I don't think that works. Does it? Like, I don't think you could kaiju a Christia. It does not. Okay, I didn't think so. Codename deleted a message. Get moderated. Code deleted that to save me from myself, to save me from listening. Don't delete the message. What? I don't know how you delete messages by accident, Code. That's bizarre. I absolutely did not delete that. The log would like to disagree. Flame. Kitu. Kitu. He has to hold that L. Bro, I swear I didn't. Leave a like if you think Code deleted that message. How about that? When they try to res Christia, you give them a firm but polite... I thought you were going to say a firm but polite handshake, and I was going to be like, yeah. He deleted it, and then it said you deleted it, Code. I have no idea what happened there. Are we dealing with the full set? Yep, Sting, Horn, Flame. All three. Plus Christia. If we don't hit Droplet, we just lose. And actually, no, that works. With this hand, that works. Because we go Duster, Droplet. And then we're trying something. What did I do to this? Bro, I hate how no one ever believes me. What did I do to deserve this? Can I... how do I... unhide user on this channel? Bro. It even said hide user as channel on Rodriguez. Why did you do that, Code? We set a card. We're getting a Cartesia back. We're getting a revive. Is it just a monster reborn on Fallen and Virtuous if you have an Ecclesian Grave? Bro, I swear I didn't. That's so funny. They're setting a card. Target one monster in either... Yeah, wow, that's crazy. That is pretty good. But it doesn't matter, does it? I believe you. Sometimes I drop my phone. Oh, wow, they had an counter trap. Okay, we're going first. So, we definitely don't need these cards. Don't need this. And we do want these. Is this any good? I don't think so. This is good, this is good, this is good. One more cut. Probably an imperm. If we're going to go the trap thing. He was trying to be slick and delete it. I hate this deck can run Dragon's Mind. Yeah, I was like, God, what a stupid card. It like reads like garbage and it's actually working. Talent called by. These are both good cards. Yeah, I think this is good. Ah, and a good draw phase hand. I prefer to do this on a ritual monster, but don't hate getting to do it this way. So we'll go effect, ritual. Nice. We'll go normal, get a monster. We could have gone pre-prep there. Maybe that would have been better. It kind of doesn't really put us in a better spot, if I'm honest. And then we don't have to reveal just yet that we have the pre-prep. We'll let him think for a little longer on what our cards could be. But from here, it looks like we're just going to be going for the usual line. We'll go you, because you're good in 2/5 mana. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, whatever, it's fine. We could have had one more interrupt if I didn't do that. Oh, I just default danced. I default danced. What can I say? Oh well. Just pretend we drew it off the Lizardos, okay, chat? See, that's a really good draw, by the way. Get our Abao. I feel pretty good about this hand, though, at least. We have the pre. I was feeding the trap. That's why we didn't use the pre-prep. That's why. That's the reason. Dude, I'm so proud of this line. Tell me this isn't the coolest thing you've ever seen, chat. You'd be lying. You would be fibbing. It is a sick way to get through the full combo. No, I don't want to ash that. Why would I ever want to ash that? Think, Mark. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat. I'm just like trying to power through this turn. They would nib here if they had it. They would have 5 mana there if they had it as well. So we can afford to put the mask in the slot I want. 60 card Vendread Pumpkin, pretty fire. We can do the line. Is that a Mad Matt? How long have you been here? You've been here for a while. Yeah, it just registered. We can do the Dugaris. Get our Purification. This is pretty nasty. 2 full, or an Omni, a Spell Negate, an Ash. Yeah, this is pretty brutal for them. Chad, he did the line. I practiced them because I did the old... video prep. Or hand or deck. Oh, we have so many ways to respond to this. We probably just go for a Caesar, honestly. They might have a 5 mana here. We want to hold the last Caesar charge for the 5 mana, right? Kusanagi hits. Kusanagi effect. We'll pick up a mirror. Or a prayers. They all look the same. He played the deck. Yo, he did the thing. This is very doomed for our opponent, though. Add a Dracotail monster. Is that okay? I think that might be okay. We'll just tax it. Because we have an out to the 5 mana. We have an out to the 5 mana. The Ketu and the Rahu. Oh, they went for the Malulu. 5 mana. I say no. Okay, GG. I think that's a pretty good match to leave this stream on. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate you all. Leave a like. If you're new, join the Discord. Subscribe. I want to hit 1,400 subs. Been here a bit. Yeah, I see that now, Mad. Sorry about that. It just didn't click. I will be working on that short from about the 1 hour mark because that was very funny. Thank you all. I'll see you next time.